Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your midweek update for the week of December 27th. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I will have that linked up down below, so make sure to go watch that. But this is what we have so far. This is the original Celtic cross from the first reading that we had, again, linked up down below. And we're going to add some additional details. I'm going to put these anchor cards, I call them, at the top of each reading, or each row, I should say, and we're going to see what additional details want to come up for you here, Taurus. You have the Wolf Spirit coming up in your first row here. The Wolf Spirit says turning knowledge into wisdom. I always talk about the difference between knowledge and wisdom. To me, knowledge is knowing something, and then wisdom is actually putting it into action, is taking what you know and testing it out. You are definitely at this period, really this shows up with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands kind of says, you have learned everything you need to know. He's got this wand behind him, and now he's ready to get out into the world. He needs to turn his knowledge into wisdom, which is clearly what you need to do. I love this Endless Possibilities card as well. Really, really good. We talked about how the universe was opening up for you in your first reading, and that's what this looks like. With the Two of Cups, you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a card of recovery. Remember, I was saying with the Two of Cups that you're talking to yourself. He is meditating, and he's hoping for blessings. This person in this stained glass window is receiving blessings from another person, Taurus. So it's almost as if you are hoping to receive blessings, or you've been praying for certain blessings. Two of Cups is kind of like you and your higher self. So you've been communicating maybe in your dreams, or maybe you are literally praying for changes in your life. With the Six of Swords, you have the Six of Pentacles. I love 2 6s. To me, 2 6s says you're moving in the right direction. It's kind of like a straight path when we get 2 6s in a reading. And this is your crossing energy, but the Six of Pentacles kind of ties in with your 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups says, walk away from things that no longer serve you. That 6 of Pentacles, to me, is saying that you need to only invest in situations that invest in you. You need to give your energy only to things that return energy to you with the Six of Pentacles. And that's exactly what I'd be doing with this card. I'd only be giving energy to things that are giving energy back to me. It is your crossing energy. You may have been experiencing a lack of equal give and take, but we kind of already beat this to death with the 8 of Cups in the first reading, so makes sense to me. With the Page of Pentacles in the area of your thoughts, you have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of strength, obviously, and patience. It's also a card of educational learning. I do feel that learning would be extremely beneficial for you. I feel learning is going to provide you with a lot of answers, especially with that Page of Pentacles. The Strength card, there's something showing up here about where you put your energy. Wouldn't really surprise me to end up seeing the 9 of Pentacles in your reading, for example, something similar. We have the 6 of Pentacles, which is pretty darn close, but you have this figure 8 above your head here on the Strength card, and the figure 8 is kind of like cause and effect. It's where it's this infinity symbol, and it's where you put your energy out, you get energy back. And I feel you're very focused on kind of creating that flow, which is going to be very, very good for you here. I do also feel that someone wants to communicate with you. I feel someone has to be brave to do that with the Strength card. So if you're hoping for love, this could be love coming in for you. But it's like, I feel this need to speak up. I feel this need to really kind of get moving here with that Strength card. Next, in your middle row, you have this Relaxation card. Might be time for you to rest, relax, recover. You can see there's this full moon on this card. And the full moons, to me, represent a period of innovation. And look, she is reading a book. I really feel that this week would be a really good week for you to learn something new about whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Remember, we were talking about skipping the line, or kind of jumping ahead in your first reading. I think that there could be, I know that there is some knowledge out there based off of something that you want to manifest, or something that would make you feel like the Empress. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't attach gender to my cards. The Empress is just the feeling of having all the answers, having abundance flowing to you, being abundant, kind of coming from source. Really, she is in extreme alignment. She is vibing really high. So whatever it is that would make you feel like that, a goal, wish, or dream, I feel you need to learn, because if you learn, you'll probably be, I really see you skipping ahead, is like I said. I kind of said that in the first reading. That's like you're cutting out the middle, or but you're not really. You've been working towards this for a very long period of time. It's like people always, whenever I say stuff like this, people always say like, "Oh, you shouldn't take shortcuts and stuff like that." I'm like, it's not a shortcut. If you've been working towards something for years and years and years and years, it's like you earned it. It's not like you're cheating the system or something like that. But I kind of feel like education is going to be the thing that really leads to a quantum leap here. With the Death card, you have the King of Cups. Could be a Scorpio coming in for you here. This is coming up in the area of your foundation. I feel that your emotional foundation is very strong with the King of Cups. He isn't really worried about the choppy waters that are around him on this card, Taurus. He's very focused. And there's also a whale in the background. It looks like a fish over here, but it's like a whale. And it represents the fact that he has kind of great, deep emotions. His emotional depth is very deep. And he's able to manifest through his emotions. And he also doesn't like worry about like ups and downs in life and all that other stuff. He understands that, you know, over a great period of time, things kind of even out. And that's his focus with the King of Cups. I do also feel that some of you, clearly, you have Page of Cups, King of Cups here. Again, doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. If you're looking for love, there could be a water sign coming in for you here, Taurus. It could be a Pisces. With the Page of Cups, you have the Hangman. I do feel that Taurus and Pisces is a pretty good match, so wouldn't really surprise me. But this is coming up in your past position. Again, like I said, you've done the work. He is sacrificing the use of his arms and his legs on this card to gain enlightenment. He's hanging from the tree of knowledge. Literally. So it's like you have been practicing for something, which is the Empress. I'm seeing your goal as your outcome, which is the Empress. So whatever that means for you. Some of you, maybe you want to become famous. Maybe you want to get into a relationship. I'm just seeing the Empress as the creation of your, whatever it is that you're trying to have in your life. And this Hangman is like saying, okay, you're ready. It's coming up in your past. The past is also your passing energy, the energy that you are moving past in a Celtic cross. So I feel like you're kind of stepping off the pole here, and I feel like you're starting to move forward with the Hangman. With the Two of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands. This is coming up in the area of your near future. It's kind of weird because like several signs have had messages like this, Taurus, where I do feel like I feel a lot of people in general are very excited about the future. It's like there's this like anticipation energy. It's almost like a door is about to open, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever, you know, symbolism you want to use. But it's like, I think people see something like a brighter future. Remember I said in your first reading, where there's like a lot of symbolism here of like the sun coming up. That's the energy that I get from your reading, is it's almost like a new day is dawning. And what I would say to you, which is very similar to the Pisces reading I did. So if you have Pisces in your chart, I would definitely watch the Pisces reading as well. But it's almost as if there is this rebirth type of energy going on here. I think this is the challenge, even though this is coming up in the near future, is it's like having to start over again or having to put in the work. But I think you need to realize like how close you are. He's about to reach this village right here. He's about to put down his burden, Taurus. He's almost there. It's like saying you are almost there. Don't quit now. Keep pushing forward is what this reading is saying for you. Next, you have the Endless Possibilities card. Love it. I love this card. Definitely, clearly, there are endless possibilities coming in for you. But you're escaping the prison that is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups really doesn't represent a prison, but intuitively, that's what I'm getting here. I almost feel that for some of you, selling yourself short is keeping yourself, like, limited. Remember what I said in the first reading. It's almost like you have your vibration, you want to be up here with that Empress card, but maybe right now your vibe is kind of like low because maybe you're in a situation that lowers your vibration. And I feel like that Eight of Cups is saying it's time for you to move away from anything that is causing limitations. It's like, because once you move away, there are going to be endless possibilities. You're going to be manifesting or creating whatever the heck you want here, Taurus. This is a really, really nice reading. I really like this a lot. With the Eight of Cups, damn, what do you know? Are you kidding me, Taurus? Literally, this card is the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it. That up there is a new moon eclipse right there. And then you have the sun. So literally, the sun is coming up for you, Taurus. A lot of happiness, a lot of abundance coming in for you as well. This is a very good reading. is what I'd say to you. Remember, I also said focus on joy and happiness in the first row. I was really focused on the bluebirds that are on your next card, the Knight of Swords. And again, bluebirds as like a totem animal, they're kind of like, you need to be happy. You need to be focusing on joy and like all these other things. And I was really getting that there. I've never even noticed the bluebirds on his cloak, really. Like, it's not something I pay attention to, but I feel like that could be an important thing for you. Or the color blue could be important for you as well. Sorry, I just dropped this card. You have the Seven of Swords here. And with the Knight of Swords, again, I would be very careful of anyone coming back from the past or anyone who messes up your day. Doesn't even have to be a lover. It could just be a person who always messes up your day. I would protect yourself. This, though, remember what I was saying about the Knight of Swords. He represents working too hard, putting too much effort into things that don't put effort into you, or something similar. It could just represent working yourself to the bone. He is working too much. The Seven of Swords, he has polka dots on his cloak here, Taurus. And the polka dots in the tarot represent needing to have fun, needing to enjoy yourself. They can represent, typically in the tarot, they represent taking things too seriously. They show up on cards where you might be taking things too seriously and you need to have fun. Like the antidote to this card is to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to be less serious in a good way, right? And that's kind of like what I feel here. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing, but really, Seven of Swords is actually a good card. The sun is coming up. It's a gold card, which is considered positive in the tarot as well. It's got that golden color. But another card of the sunrise, which clearly there is some sort of symbolism here going on for you. Again, I'm not saying you don't have to celebrate Christmas. I'm not making a religious statement here. I'm not religious, but I do feel like this could be kind of talking about Christmas. And maybe maybe this change happens after Christmas is what I'm, so after December 25th. And again, this is not a religious statement or anything like that, Taurus, but I do feel there could be kind of like some sort of rebirth towards the end of the year, which again, if you're watching this on the week of the 28th then, or the 27th, whatever it is, then maybe this change has already happened. I would just be, the Seven of Swords is a card of like handling things with care, taking your time, not rushing, and the Knight of Swords is the total opposite. So I feel like there's, here's the difference right here. Sorry, I have to talk about this. He's like tiptoeing away here, Taurus, right? He's tiptoeing away from this army in the background. He's not going straight into battle, right? The Knight of Swords, he is charging into battle. He is just like rushing, trying to win some sort of battle or something like that. He's stealing these swords away from a military. So it's like a little bit more tactical. It's like saying, if you're dealing with anything in your life with that Knight of Swords, there's probably a better way to do things or an easier way. With the Five of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success. By the way, the Five of Wands plus the Eight of Wands is extreme social energy. This is coming up in your future feelings. So socializing, building a community, working with other people is going to be very beneficial with the Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands. And finally, with your outcome with the Empress, damn. You have the Two of Cups. You start and you end with the Two of Cups, Taurus. Two of Cups here, Two of Cups. Have some dreams. Oh my God. Sorry, Taurus. I'm just setting off my Instagram for some. I don't even know how I did that. There you go. And that was probably your reading too. I probably should go back to that. But anyway, what I would say here is that there is a perfect match coming in for you, and I feel like it is. Oh my God, crazy. But what I'd say here is there's like a perfect match coming in for you. Sorry about the distractions, Taurus. I don't know. This always happens in your readings. Two Cups, perfect match. I also feel that, again, you're getting into your vibration with the Two of Cups. Remember what we were saying with the Empress is like getting to that higher, kind of like that higher level of vibration is what I would say here. So I love this reading for you. I feel like the sun is coming up here. Definitely endless possibilities coming in for you. So I would stay open. Like I said, by opening, the universe is opening up to you. By being more open to just like allowing things to come your way, I think you could kind of create a lot of success here. So I like this, Taurus. Amazing. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch part 1 if you haven't already. I also have the 2022 readings linked up down below as well. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.